beautiful souls, here to do the energy read of the week. It's midnight right now. I'm a little bit tired, but this message has been on my mind all day and I just haven't had time to sit down and put it out there. So this is going to be a little bit different. In readings, when I do my readings, I'm a mental medium, so 99.9% of the time, unless the client requests it, I don't use cards. I don't need the tools, but I know that a lot of people appreciate, getting a picture of the images, and the imagery might have more symbolic meaning for people. But and when I do the energy reads, I sort of look back over the previous week and see what were some of the major challenges that people have been facing that came up a lot. So what I'm in that process, what I also do is tap into the collective consciousness, that sort of interweb of energy that surrounds the earth and is also connected to every single one of us. I sort of tap into that and see, the healer in me always goes to, what do we need to heal? What's broken? What shadow work can we do? I usually start with the heavy stuff, and then we progress on to the lighter stuff. So the first question that I want to address is, there's a lot of people moving away from toxic relationships. New year, a lot of people tend to get a lot more courage and are willing to take action steps towards that. And sometimes I get people that ask me, how can I fix this person? What can I do to help them? And the truth is that all of that work is an inside job. All that you can do is really take care of yourself and maintain your inner balance. And if you are continuing to serve from your empty cup, at the end of the day, you're going to have absolutely nothing left for you. So if you are moving out of a relationship, a toxic relationship, there's, for some reason, a lot of people are moving through this right now. I'm not going to give any names. I never share any personal details from my readings, just general things that a lot of people have been dealing with. And I think the toxicity, what I'm getting, clairvoyantly, is that people are looking at relationships through a different lens. It's, the toxicity's always been there, but people are starting to recognize it and starting to understand that I don't need to put up with this crap. This is not what I signed up for. So there's a lot of that energy of transformation, shedding the old layers so that you can invite the new. And I am getting that I need to pull one card for this question. Actually, I just got that I need to pull two, and I have to pull one. I love when Spirit's real specific. I know it's going to be good when Spirit says, try a couple decks, try this pattern. Spirit will show me images, so I know what to do. But I'm getting, you need a heart one from the heart deck, and I need one from the Soul Journeys deck. So, what did I do with my heart card that I just pulled? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so where is... Alright, I thought I pulled my Soul Journeys deck. Okay, so around the question with relationships. And the cards are kind of fun because, you get answers completely out of nowhere. So I often will get insights that I hadn't really thought of. And the cards will make it that much more clear. So, the first card I got around moving away from relationships is to seek the truth. And I touched upon that earlier. We often unsee those red flags. They always pop up. They're always there. But for various reasons, we choose to unsee those red flags. And you can see this card, this deck has 52 cards, I believe, and this card was the one that had to be pulled. It shows a woman sort of, there's two people, and I get a sense that that is a symbol of a relationship, and she's opening up the veil, and she's seeing through the darkness and to the true essence of the situation. So she's no longer being fooled by, you know, the gaslighting, the love bombing, the guilt tripping, all that type of stuff. And the card does say, seek the truth. And, you know, sometimes we confuse ourselves. We send ourselves conflicting messages about what's the truth around relationships because we want so much to believe it in people and to believe that this person can turn it around and that, you know, and it's tough when you feel a very strong soul connection to somebody that's really going through a tough time, might be extremely toxic, might be addicted to something, might even be emotionally abusive. That's the process of unseeing those red flags. You deserve way, way better than that. The next card I got was Imagination. This is from the Soul Journeys deck. And it says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. So around toxic relationships, these relationships poison the mind. They block our creativity. They cause us to really question ourselves. It causes us to question our imagination. We are constantly second guessing ourselves. And that is oftentimes deliberate on the part of the toxic person because they want you to think that there aren't any other options and that you've got to stay, you know, they're the only way. They don't like when you start to use your imagination and find your freedom because then they've lost control of you. I wish Instagram would give me more than 10 minutes, so that gives me 3 minutes here to look at our next question. And like I said, I always start at the beginning with the heavy stuff, what needs to be healed, you know, released, processed, and then I finish up with the good stuff. So how to manifest my soul purpose is what's been coming up over and over and over. I swear every reading I've done, at least 30 readings in the last week, this has come up. So your purpose is that sweet spot in the center between what you're good at, what the world needs, what people can pay for, and what you're passionate about. And yes, even if you're a light worker or a medium or a psychic, you don't have to feel guilty about asking for an equal reciprocal energy exchange. That might mean trading services, you know, trading products, you know, exchanging money. There's a lot of people out there that think that light workers shouldn't be charging anything for this. But, you know, these cards aren't free. My crystals aren't free. My phone bill isn't free. My Zoom isn't free. So, you know, and Spirit wants us. There's plenty of money out there that there's a perception of lack of money. There's plenty of money out there. The problem is who's holding on to it. So, you know, if you switch your mindset to one of lack to one of abundance, it's going to help you attract more abundance. And if you're miserable in your job, you don't feel fulfilled, that's not your purpose. It doesn't matter how long you've been there. If you went to college and got this degree and then you get into your job and you realize this is not what I expected. And that happens a lot when, you know, we're always pressured at, you know, 17, 18, 19 to know, you know, to figure out what you're going to do with your life. And who the heck knows what they want to do with their life? You know, I didn't seriously know until I was 30. And then that changed every 10 years. I don't think it's going to change again. I think I finally found my true purpose. But, yeah. So, you know, what you're passionate about, again, what the world needs, what you love and what you can get paid for, that is your purpose. And Instagram's going to cut us off here. I'm going to try to pull the card real... Oh, and I just grabbed this one. Ah, gratitude. Okay, so that's the last thing. A message